I have two brothers, so I have a twin and another brother is older than me, and we start all together doing like every kind of sport. So I also play soccer, I dance, I did like everything. And my mom actually played basketball when she was younger, and at the end I think just basketball was the sport that really I fell in love. So.
Dissect, but look how far out they are to start their offensive sets. It's just tough to get the basketball inside.
Quin leads the break, shovels it over to Strong.
And just what a masterful attack in the open floor by Connecticut. Up and in. But wow, when you're so dynamic and you can score so easily in the paint. I know threes are more than two, but my goodness.
Blanca, the steal and the run out. Those individual teams and championships, right? But hearing Gino reflect on what made last year special, he said it might have been their best March run. 6 left if the Huskies hurry.
They just haven't been able to unleash those triples like they wanted to in this game.
Zabel beats the buzzer with 3.
Scope at all levels of basketball is taking right now with the NBA entertaining some international things a couple years from now.
Communicating with her team on the floor.
High off glass, Kennedy Cambridge, no. Rebound Quinones. A freight train from Ecuador, driving it, and the foul. Blanca Quinones.
Transition defense 101, stop the ball. Transition offense 101, go till you get stopped, which is exactly what Blanca Quinones was able to do. Such a strong body, too, at 6'2".
Said in the preseason that she leads the free world in turnovers. Huskies feeding the paint early on here in Hartford. 12 of the 23 points in the paint, 2 more. She's up to 4 points. It's a 9-point game. Sarah Williams to Strong, extra to Quinones.
We're probably the only 2 people who do.
Gotta get those clicks up. Set the feet, Blanca. Are you serious?
Great adjustment by UConn on Jelena Cambridge. Look, this hits every single part of the basket and then just falls in. Oh, no,
you need to know the word you're looking up.
You
follow me?
No, I'm with you. Now, are you going to make me enter the transfer portal as your partner?
Come on. Blanca Quinones. Let it out. Coming out party for Blanca today.
This is a big game for Blanca Quinones from a confidence perspective. Going against a Power 4 team, she looks fearless, but she's gotten it done in different ways. Defensively, forcing stops, getting rebounds, steals, finishing on the other end.
Knocked loose, another turnover. Arnold inside. Quinones! And a rebound, another one for Strong. She already has 5 boards. In transition, Kayla Heckel.
Blanca Quinones, a freshman from Ecuador. UConn 4 for 9 to start this contest. Now working through Strong. Puts up a 3. She cans it. Wilkie has been able to get herself free. Quinones takes it away. Accelerating full court and finishes through the contact.
Blanca Quinones doing a fantastic job of taking the defense and turning it into good offense. She uses her length to steal that ball cleanly. Then once again, the length to take a little bit of a bang, but keep those shoulders squared to the basket. The balance from the freshman, making that look like a high-level shot.
Looking for a bounce back today off the bench against Michigan. 8 minutes, 2.0 rebounds. But the game prior against Ohio State was her breakout. 18 points. 7 for 11 shooting in that one. Knocked down 4 threes in their loss against Syracuse 2 nights ago. Quinones from long range, she's got it.
Depth for UConn, having Blanca Quinones come off the bench, a layup at 3. Hello, freshman. Trying to make the most of opportunities when they do get an open shot.
Sarah Williams giving it over to Quinones, who splits defenders, carving up the defense. Blanca Quinones back on the floor for the Huskies. The pick and pop, and the 3 working for UConn.
So difficult to guard someone 6'2" because she can score over smaller players, but also use her quickness to get by big players.
Sneed loses the dribble off her foot. Here comes Arnold, leaving it for Quinones. downhill, decides against it against Autumn. It's the midway point of this third quarter. Quinones for three leaves it short, finds her own rebound, attacks, and finishes through the contact. UConn's dominant lead. Step aside. More coming your way in a moment, but UConn has to put on the gas right now. The UConn home game, and the Huskies lead 65-22 against Utah.
In order to stay on the floor, you don't always have to be the main scorer. It's what plays are you doing defensively? Just like that from Kaylee Heckel.
Heckel, the steal, dishes it off. Quinones takes care of it. KK Arnold flies toward the rim. Quinones thought about that three. This time she puts it up and cans it.
I like Quinones' shot. She keeps it right out in front. Quick release.
Either someone underneath or a shooter.
Quinones into the corner, and another three. Basketball, couldn't get the layup. Quinones kick out, Zabel for three. They're all going down.
The next level. And definitely someone that we're not talking about enough. She also now is the all-time assist leader.
Number 19, Iowa, the Shark Beauty Women's Champions Classic at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Kaylee Heckel.
And you want to make Connecticut have to exert some energy on the defensive end before you take your shot.
The true freshman and Blanca and out and running. As Ingram gets a hand on it, it goes back to Quinones from downtown. And Fudd off the screen. Kicks it over to Quinones. Can she knock down another triple? Yes, on the other side. Off to a fantastic start here. Blanca, Quinones keeping this run going for the Huskies. A 12-0 run, and they have been scorching from down. Quinones. What a move from Blanca Quinones.
Lana Abrosimova, and just how sort of fearless and reckless that she can be. For some time to understand what the strategy might be as a whole.
Quinones, spin out of Ecuador. Blanca Quinones to get that party started in the first half. She's got 13.
Throughout the course of the season, she's the #1 pick, and she certainly has continued to do that so far this year.
Most outstanding player.
Blanca Quinones comes off the bench playing about 17 minutes per game. He said, I'd like to get that up to 22, 23. It's more of her silly fouls that are taking her out of the game.
Right on cue.
All of her teammates around her better.
Blanca Quinones back into the game. The freshman
Look, though, for DePaul. I liked them pushing pace a little bit, little give and go action.
Oh, but you gotta like that.
And then that LSU team is the question mark because they haven't had too much competition yet, but they're averaging over 100 a game.
What a block.
Inside, paint touch. And Blanca Quinones.
You mentioned it was KK Arnold and the pace, the tempo, how she pushes things, and it has been just growing into that role for her.
Turn it over. And a foul.
She's got an athleticism, her quickness, her instincts with her hands. Look right there, just quick with the cookies. That intensity on the defensive side is stuff that you just can't replicate.
And you never want to take that away from a player, the aggressiveness. Play to 10th gear, it's tough to get that out of a player. But there's a happy medium in there. She's finding it.
In all of it. And that's, look at this pressure. There is certain standard how they want to play in all of that. And that's where even you look at the Huskies and what Paige Beckers, I mean, every trait of hers that was so special and incredible, but her basketball brain is
USC is having a tough time inbounding this basketball. Not going to have a lot of time to get it across the timeline. It's stolen away again. Quinones for two more. This pressure is just suffocating from UConn.
It's smothered. I mean, that's one-on-ones of just denial, getting in lanes, trapped or blitz in certain places.
Off the foot of Dunn, and Quinones the first to get their hands on it. Back in transition. Quinones, nice drive.
She's got just a shiftiness to her game.
Got to get going with it. Quinones inside the paint. Just does beat the shot clock.
To get some momentum here. Trojans chipping away.
Flood, open look. Got around the
Put together some more of those moments here in this third quarter.
Quinones, nice pass. El Alfi for 2 more. Shot clock winding down. Got to go with it. Got it up and blocked. Quinones going the other way. Quinones, full head of steam, missed the layup. Everything but the finish there, but now another turnover forced by Quinones. Doesn't miss that one.
Lose the game before it begins. You got to just be confident and play your game, and they're doing a terrific job of that.
The foul was right by the shooter.
And as every kid is incredulous. I didn't foul.
Because no one fouls. I like it with Coach Oriana because he will nitpick. UConn is up to 6 turnovers. Marquette with 9. Quinones, cookies. Pushing pace, Blanca, Quinones.
You know, we talk so much about UConn's defense, and it's, you know, it's their help defense. They are just good active hands by Quinones. And then the nice finish.
It's about 10 minutes a night. Heckle. Swinging on the perimeter. Quinones. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Marquette's 3 of 10 from long range. And they're a 40% three-point shooting team.
Blanca, Quinones take you to school. They had finals even on the weekend. They ended this past Saturday.
That was hard for you to imagine, huh? Hard to wrap your head around.
Fudd passes up the triple. So we approach 3 minutes to go in the third. Strong takes it herself. Outlet Heckle. Swing the ball. Blanca, Quinones. Locked in.
How about that ball movement? I mean, it's so difficult. I mean, everyone's looking at Sarah Strong, right? 21 goes dribbling into the lane. Look how many people go to her. She unselfishly and wisely kicks it to the other wing.
In the early going of game number 2 here in Brooklyn. Strong knocks it down. She'll come out to screen for Feuerbach, ducking through. Stolke right into Quinones, and that's an Ecuadorian wall that ends up down the floor for 2 and a foul.
Her reads, her quickness, it starts with a defensive stop, and watch how quickly she gets the ball up the floor. UConn on the run, and that's where they are just a train. They're going to be coming at you from the lanes with bodies. It's so hard to stop, and especially with those turnovers. That's why taking care of the ball
on the floor is going to show up as they get into the lane there. Strong for Fudd. No good on the 3 ball. Nobody picked it up for Iowa. Fudd again. This one's catch. Into a quick set. Connecticut. Fudd wide open at the wing. That's good.
That's a great ball movement. And again, it doesn't matter what she shot in the game. That's the last person you want to open look for.
Quinones just purloins it and scores. Just took it right up.
A beautiful ball movement, getting to the second side, extra pass, and then a 53% three-point shooter wide open. And then there's Blanca Quinones with the rip.
Taken away from her by Fudd. Got Arnold in the lane. Oh, what a surgical pass. Arnold out to Quinones for 3.
Greg just smooth, gets it on the run. Everyone's getting back in transition. What does that do? It allows a clean look for Blanca Quinones. She hasn't taken a ton of three-point screens that set her up, but...
And another takeaway, leading to a run out and a layup for Quinones and UConn. That's layup number 15.
All right, Bridget, thank you very much. Her numbers head-to-head against Butler make sense in that context. She's averaging better than 16 points.
She saw that she had that left shoulder right-hand layup open.
Now a steal for the reigning Big East Freshman of the Week. Timeout Butler.
From the floor.
Ali Zabel on the floor for UConn. Blanca to the baseline and scores from this. She has not hit from behind the arc, but she's got 8 points. They attack, they double, and there's a steal. Blanca on the runouts. What a lift off the bench again. Shade from the corner. Could not tap the frame. Offensive rebound. How about a second bite at the apple? Blanca from the top. Bam! A three to beat the buzzer. And it's 78-33, UConn after three. Madison Baxter with a long pass intercepted.
Now, one thing we picked apart on Strong, she had 6 turnovers in the Marquette game. She has 4 in this first quarter. Heckel, that's how you run the give and go. To Blanca,
Nice job stepping in, stealing the ball. And again, the unselfish pass from Heckel back to Quinones.
18 years old, Blanca Quinones, UConn's first player from Ecuador and South America. You mentioned her three-point percentage, and she picks right up where she left off last game. 58%.
But that nice skip pass, Quinones caught the ball, ready to shoot. Smooth release. He's
Back
not too sarcastic, is he?
Preseason games. Long way to go, but he calls her amazing. Sometimes a one-man show. Dish on the block, all of it. Fans wanted Heckel to miss a pair. Nice play by Blanca Quinones at the buzzer, heads up. And UConn is doubling up the Friars through 3, 70-35 last year. Good start for Providence to the half. Is Dingus hit?
How about this? Nicely defended, and then, oh my goodness. She's a freshman, folks. But you can tell she's got a maturity about her. She's played professionally.
Played her college basketball last year at Florida A&M. And then spent 2 years prior to that at New Mexico State. Played on Senegal's senior national team at Zabel. In the hands of Quinones. Drive, find El Alfie.
Tough finish on the other end.
She did not score in the first half. 4 of 6 in this second half.
The outside shots weren't falling for her. First half, 0 for 7. She's been much better this quarter. They could use more of it, and a much-needed bucket stops the big run.
Play many minutes in recent seasons. Jordana Codio being one of them. She was a player off the bench at Texas. So even the transfers he brought in are still trying to find their foot.
Heckel the early entry. Oh my goodness. T-shirts for Christmas. My family did not deliver.
Santa didn't deliver.
Fun and UConn with the takeaway. The freshman is rolling with the left hand. One and done for St. John's. Quinones coughed it up, trying to fight for it back and does. Now cutting from Strong. Arnold gives it back to Quinones. To the top all day for Strong. Knockdown. Heckel dribbles over to Quinones. Blanca exploring off the bounce. Quinones feeds the three from Strong. No experience. I saw UConn on TV and dreamed of playing college basketball. Now she's a breakout star. Blanca Quinones. Wagner trying to get baseline. And Blanca.
We have a few starters on one team, a few starters on the other team, and you go head to head and may the best team win.
Only because Grant's from Connecticut, but Janae is about a year back from that ACL tear. Quinones goes left shoulder. He's Fisher on the floor defending, and now Duchamp. 2 left. Has to be now.
Gotta get it up.
Blanca with the block. And before her run out, they forced 30-plus turnovers in 3 straight games for the 6th time this season. That's how they jumped out of the gates to establish an early lead. Lightning quick to the left hand.
Take it away. There she is, Sarah Strong, leading the break. Quinones, tough left-handed finish. Bud thought about it. Quinones with it, 5-time conference freshman of the week. And that is how she's getting that done. She is so electric with a basketball.
She's going hard 100% of the time. And can the person standing in front of her outwork her? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no.
13-0 run right now. The Huskies have opened it up, 32-14. And another steal. Quinones takes it right to the basket. Jim Flannery's going to use another timeout. Going to call you out if you mess that up.
I'm going to call me out. I'm going to call you out if you do it.
You're trying to. Take it away by Quinones. Uncontested the freshman from Ecuador.
And this is just, she knew that Grace didn't see her coming from the backside. Grace is looking at her teammates like, why is no one telling me that a defender's coming? I'm working a lot, Brandon. We got
Matthew
time.
McConaughey. We've had Michael Jackson. Right inside, there's Quin.
Be aggressive going downhill.
Not like that,
Oh,
but
my
no.
God.
Speaking of speeding.
Even though the block, it looked nice. That is a beat. That's a beat it. But you have to keep going to the basket because you have been getting fouled, getting baskets. So if you're Zedeker, keep going.
Back inside to Williams. Another offensive board.
Fourth time's a charm, Brandon.
For number 4, Quinones. And then Tennessee, a showdown in a couple of weeks with the Volunteers as well. But it is all Huskies here today.
Finally gets a little bit of space with a crispy crossover right to left.
Quinones, a nifty move, slices her way inside, stops on a dime. Maybe by other metrics, the best defense in the country. 5 to shoot. Quinones works it through for 3. But the steal. What can't she do? Quinones to the rim. Quinones, the hesitation. She'll pull up along the baseline.
That is a freshman sensation right there, coming off of the flare screen. Once again, attacking that closeout. There she is on the steal. Catch it and put it right up where she's shooting more than 40% from deep this season.
Rising over, everyone is strong to snare that rebound. That is her 9th. And looking up ahead, Kaylee Heckel.
Game.
When we were talking to Denise Dillon today at Shoot-Around, she said, this is the best and deepest UConn team.
It's quite something. I mean, they stay in the string. They're so disciplined with it. Look at that.
And that is Blanca Quinones, the freshman from Ecuador, who's checked in. It was 7.
4 out, 1 in.
Sanchez off the bench with 4 points. 6 transfers. She's been out for K-State.
Alone changes things defensively for UConn.
She's really been a nice piece in addition to the team. And once again, though, working it inside. Coles is going to come back in with the 3 personals as Strong gets the block and the takeaway.
Well, you got to pump fake a shot blocker. Can't go straight up.
Oh, working it down low.
Involved a little bit more.
Just an assist as well.
Yeah, he's such a ravenous defender. On and off the ball.
And again, though, layups go the other way.
You have members if they can find the extra one, and that wasn't where it was supposed to go.
Stepping right in. Quinones, 2-on-1 foul, lefty layup.
It's a break. You're thinking, oh, goodness, the tip of the spear is going to catch a breather here. Now's our opportunity, and Heckel wreaks havoc.
Yeah.
Quinones with a block. Playing through Strong. Great bounce pass on the back door.
Trying to be better every possession.
Great passing in transition and a layup. Out of the high post and put together some really good games.
Yeah, she's 6'5", but can stretch the floor. Every team is different, just like every child is different. You have kids, you understand that. But everyone has to right there at the nail and pops it in.
Quinones right back in that spot. Makes them very difficult to defend.
Oh, no question.
Quinones again, back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, 25 of 55 since that slow start, 1 of 12 from range.
Zabel, bottom.
You know, I coached her in high school. We won 2 titles, so it's really fun.
She's on fire. Just get her the basketball. So confident.
Get out of the way. Quinones with an answer. This is Shade with Quinones. Back to Quinones.
Nice movement with the basketball.
Great catch and a double team by Strong, and she finishes. Full court press on for UConn. Denied by Quinones. It was a hard take by Codio.
Quinones just shows that athleticism, the ability to just get a piece of the ball with the timing being impeccable right there.
Sophomore from Port Chester, New York, and a transfer from Southern Cal has checked in, snatched away by Quinones. And now it's a run out. 5-point lead for UConn.
heads-up play.
This is Quinones, and she knocks one down from the outside.
26 points against Marquette. She's on that kind of pace here today. Sarah Strong. 5 on the shot clock. Quinones.
40 minutes.
But what do you think Tony Bozzella told his team in that last timeout as a run out for Quinones? Through some technical difficulties. Minute into half number 2, and that's as easy as can be.
UConn was able to really blow through them too, and they're a good team. Seton Hall's a good team, and there are teams here near the end that can make a run. I think UConn has separated themselves completely.
A one-handed rebounding effort. Zabel tips it to Heckel. Baseball pass ahead. Quinones.
Pass like that. And the way they took down all those #1 seeds last year.
From Villanova, or somebody's just falling asleep on defense.
Oh, Pearl there. Casey Fudd on a switch against Allen. Finds Quinones. Gets underneath and finishes. 5 points. She's only taken a 3. Normally shoots it at 41% from beyond the arc. And they've held her in check. Quinones steps through a double team to score.
That's impossible to defend. Quinones with her size.
From the right corner, not even close. By Dingus.
Everything
UConn
gets so rushed against UConn's defense.
Cutting down the lane, Quinones, and she lays it in. Fudd 1-on-3. Sarah Strong, nothing but
The last 2 contests they played. Just bad timing for Providence.
Quinones, a long 2. On most draft boards, the #1 pick this year's WNBA draft. Good backdoor.
To work on. And it's impressive how they play hard regardless of the score.
At times, it seems like they're playing against themselves, challenging
without
themselves.
a doubt.
Heckel from the right corner. Kelly Heckel, who began her college career at USC, sees it to go. Quick hands by Quinones, knocks it away.
Brianna Byers, their enforcer, will bring it across. Had it poked away by the freshman, and she's got a steal. With numbers across the key to Shade filling the lane. Situation here. Let's see what Agubala can create. Second defender, Blanca, pokes it away, running the floor. Beautiful pass. The Huskies are in. Davis sends it to the corner. Miller dribbles out. Quinones gets a deflection. Is extended here tonight.
And just flat out phenomenal.
She's got all 10 for UConn. Heckel rejects the screen. Found Quinones again. A corner 3.
It's not about pressure. It's about being present and taking it one day at a time.
Fudd with a nice find. Off the screen. Blanca. Running off that screen. Quinones gets baseline.
Has said great things about Blanca Quinones. So much to learn, but so far advanced.
Opening half, they have not trailed. Shot fake to the top. Blanca bottom.
Pretty set in stone. Yes, UConn's undefeated record jumps off the page, but I asked selection committee chair Amanda Bryan if it's more than just the 0.
Georgetown in the blue. Awesome crowd here at Mohegan Sun. Alludes to when he says, how does he motivate his players? Strong. Sarah Strong. Blanca Quinones has checked in. She has become such a marvelous player to watch. Big East Freshman of the Year. Our conference games by around 40 points per game. But it's about us. And it's about Blanca Quinones. Georgetown beating Butler yesterday. That blocked by Quinones.
So much depth on this UConn team. Blanca Quinones, when she's been on the bench, she's staying involved, talking to the coaching staff. We talked to Gino pregame about how she would look in her first Big East tournament game.
As there are her parents, Abiola, Guillermo. She's got 2 brothers as well, Jamie, Joel. Amazing family.
Anyone's outside expectations. I only care about the opinions of people in our locker room. She said, I'm taking the season game by game and focusing on being in the present moment this year. This week is just...
Here is Strong, the Big East Player of the Year. Quinones, the Big East Freshman of the Year.
Oh, the reaction.
Blanca! She can do it all.
Blanca Quinones, she's got size, 6'2", can put you on skates, get to the rim. This
This may be the most emphatic I've seen Blanca Quinones with her proud parents looking on.
The scouts have come this season. He was expecting, okay, first question will be about Sarah Strong. The second question will be about AZ Fudd. They walk in and they say, those two, we know they're pretty exceptional. We want to ask you about Blanca.
Yeah, I mean, she really kind of came on the scene by surprise because she didn't play high school basketball here, was under the radar. Credit to Gino's staff. Here she is.
Quinones now showing her passing skills. By Arnold, one of our matchups to watch in this semifinal. Look at Strong pursue the basketball. Big East Player of the Year, Quinones, and sharing is caring for the Huskies.
They were just like out there doing a volleyball drill.
12, Fudd. Quinones. Oh, yeah. Quinones back in. KK Arnold. 2 points against Seton Hall in the semis. But a 42% three-point shooter. Villanova averages 9 triples a game. Blanca Quinones. Welcome to the Big East Championship game. The freshman from Ecuador.
Ball handlers trying to get some flashers to beat this pressure on the pass.
Quinones. Blanca Quinones. And the foul.
Blanca Quinones, one of the top freshmen in America. I mean, shades of Sarah Strong with her combination of size, speed, athleticism. So you could tell that bucket was a little bit of a relief for Blanca.
And there are mom and dad who watched their daughter go to Italy to grow her basketball skills.
Players in Husky history to put up the numbers she is.
Quinones, Blanca Quinones, the Big East Freshman of the Year. Powered by Sarah Strong.
Sarah Strong was 4 of 4 from 3 in game yesterday.
This is ridiculous. Quinones is fouled. The ball pressure is unrelenting.
Villanova was actually the only team in the country to lead at halftime, but it's been a different story here today. Quinones, all smiles after this one, and who is getting things started? None other than KK Arnold. Quinones with the strong.
The other thing that you love about this story is that Gino Auriemma, right on cue, Quinones, he went to Italy to recruit her. Twist Gino's arm for a recruiting trip to his homeland. And what a find.
Oh, there's her parents, who again have traveled in from Ecuador, visiting the United States for the first time. Maybe they're seeing themselves on TV. People are saying, hey, you made it. That is just too cute.
It all started, the natural question is, okay, how was she found playing some pro ball in Italy? Morgan Valley. Morgan opens up the MP4 file, starts looking, and says, hey, coach.
Has won their first 2 games here by 45 and 49 points, and they've built a 30-point lead again here. But based on Gino Auriemma's huddles, you would not know what the score was. He is just as intense.
Late 3 for Villanova by Jones. It's been a phrase uttered more than any in the rich history of this conference. The UConn Huskies are Big East tournament champions.
Was talked about approaching everything the same way you do for each game, but also wanting to make sure her team is able to enjoy the experience. Crowd at Gamble ready to go, so are we. Udo can't finish. Quinones the rebound. Here comes the freshman from Ecuador. Beautiful look to Arnold.
We see Blanca Quinones coming down, threads the needle. Just a beautiful pass to KK Arnold for the 2. Yeah, UConn's a team that doesn't foul very often. It's rare to see their players in foul trouble in the first half, and now to have 2 of them.
Fudd had all 3 of hers in the first. And Arnold has all 3 of hers here in the second as Quinones finishes plus the foul.
Again, just creating offense out of their defense. Blanca Quinones, I am really high on this young woman.
She was 12 years old and was playing
on a tournament team that was the U15, the 15-year-olds. Well, a team from Italy saw her, and they convinced her and her mother to move to Italy and become part of their national team program in Italy. So she and her mom moved there. She was just 13 years old, living in a dorm, and she ended up playing as a 15-year-old with 20-year-olds in that Italian National League. She is very experienced, has come a long way from home, from Ecuador to Italy to now UConn. Very interesting basketball story for Blanca.
Oh, terrific stuff, Holly. So well told.
Very impressive.
I think they do it with more vibrato than I do. First quarter fouls, hasn't played in the second. Arnold, 3 second quarter fouls on the bench now. Quinones, 2:10 to go in the second. Here's Robas, taken away by Quinones. Quinones lays it in. Just 2 of 5 from the line. Shot clock turned off, another turnover to 25th. Quinones will lay it in before time expires, and Connecticut takes a 75-30 lead. Notice it so many different ways over the course of the game. Allen had that one maybe partially tipped by Quinones. That was the first offensive rebound of the game for UTSA. Quinones, you bet! Blanca Quinones. Lob it in, off the deflection. That is a 6th steal for UConn already. Fudd lobs it in. Blanca Quinones. Heckel has a lot of speed. And Quinones gets free. Uche Izoje, who starred in the first round, turns it over here. Quinones weaving through traffic and laying it in. All time, which is not active, is Tennessee with 27 straight. Fudd. Here's Quinones, left alone, why not? Izoje able to haul it in. And another turnover. Quinones rips it away. 13 turnovers for the Orange. Fudd dishes, Quinones connects. 15 Syracuse turnovers. Williams bounces, Quinones lays it in. 74-73 as Kentucky advances to the Sweet 16. Quinones buries the 3. Here's Delia. Delia creeping down, looking for an angle, got gobbled up by Quinones. Quinones bowls it ahead beautifully to Heckel for the lay.
Beautiful. It's a rare double bounce pass they put her in so that he can give the crowd a chance to cheer for her and when he puts her back on the bench.
That's right.
Remarkable story. She had that surgery on her detached retina. She had to lay face down for a week, couldn't move, had a patch over her eye.
UConn is headed to a 32nd straight Sweet 16.
33rd Sweet 16 appearance. His team undefeated this season. This offense to help to distribute to all the playmakers on the floor. The defender falls down. Quinones keeps going. Easy Fudd with 2 along with Strong and Quinones. Fudd, who tied a career high with 34 points, 8 threes in that win over Syracuse as they rolled over the Orange. And Quinones, multiple championships and Final Fours. You got to give the refs some love. It's a tough job.
Thanks, Tiff.
Boy, the take. Quinones, boy, this is a player that's 6'2" with handles.
And you watch her. She starts left, brings it back to the right. That is just so sweet.
You hear,
if you can out-rebound them and finish layups inside, you give yourself a chance.
Deep into the shot clock, and Quinones.
Not only do you have to game plan to how to slow down Lauren Betts offensively, you got to figure out how you got to score over 6'7" when she's on defense.
You know, Corey Close used Betts a little bit more and moving her around. Quinones who got the deflection, gets on the floor, and look at the hustle there. Is playing like everything is on the line. I love this hustle.
All right, Gino talks about they're not competing against an opponent, all these other players, and Diana's like, why would you not want to go play there?
It was just tough to get going. Navarre needed some help. She had 20 points. And the UConn standard remains firmly intact. The Huskies.
Both coaches feel like this is a much different Notre Dame team now. They have a lot of juice, and Hannah Hidalgo has been the best player in this tournament. Hidalgo wiggling, fading, can't get the roll. Strong the box out. Arnold to fling ahead. Quinones will lay it in. With a trip to the Final Four on the line.
Effort running the floor by Quinones, and the awesome pass by KK Arnold. Little fake.
The second triple-double ever with steals in the tournament. Tisha Penichero, the legend, with the other. Quinones off the miss. Quinones is a freight train in transition and draws the foul.
That's one of the many things that makes this freshman so special.
Gino Auriemma talking about how she has a little bit of reckless abandon. Sometimes when things are going bad, it can get out of control, but she's played with a fearlessness in this tournament as a freshman. Zabel in, Quinones connects. The pressure of Prosper. Zabel kicking, Quinones again. Hidalgo collects, 8 seconds left. Hidalgo in some trouble. Fudd comes up with it, and Quinones will lay it in. And that'll end the first. 12 for Blanca Quinones.
Get a good look from 3.
Here's Hidalgo with space, fires. Maybe had it partially tipped. Hidalgo was looking for a whistle. Quinones stops and lays it in. On the offensive end of this game for Connecticut. And Quinones has picked up the slack. Here's Hidalgo, got bumped, no whistle, no make. Quinones off the rebound. Zabel attacking and laying. And the Ivy will take a timeout. Lee Kantner, who officiated 26 Final Fours. Here's Prosper. Gets her defender in the air. And then Quinones knew where the pass was coming. But their defense has limited Notre Dame to 5 points in this third. Quinones bounces. El Alfi lays it in.
Here, just a nice pass by Quinones to El Alfi. Good looking finish, but she moves to the right spot so Blanca can just dump it off to her. The work is done early, which makes the finish easy.
For Notre Dame, it's Moore, Coles, Bransford, De Jesus, and Hidalgo.
And again, keeping the ball away from Hannah Hidalgo to initiate the offense for UConn.
Strong. Gets it over to Fudd. Fudd guarded by Hidalgo. Quinones connects. How about the bench advantage? 29-6 in favor of the Huskies. Fudd didn't take it. Drives and finishes. Plus the foul. Still plenty of time left in this game.
Notre Dame's got to get stops here.
Quinones, you bet. Second career 20-point game. She has never led UConn in scoring. That is what she is positioned to do right now. Will do it. UConn is headed. Shooting team, 1 of 6 thus far. Shade knocks it away. UConn comes up with it. Here's Quinones. Couldn't get around Edwards. Shade bodies in and banks it home. But fires in. Quinones puts it down in a crowd. On a bullet pass out to Quinones. Shade curling, taking. How good is that? Shade on the drive. Has it deflected. Fudd over to Quinones. Her 3.